Today, for the Bitcoin price, there is massive evidence that we will see a huge breakout before the weekend. DavinciJ15 will talk exactly about that, and as you know, we have tested the 200-day moving average already 4 times. You probably already know what that means, so we will talk about all of that and also make some small minor adjustments to the trade we opened a few days ago, which is still in the green. So guys, if you think that sounds interesting, make sure you take a seat. Make sure you smash up the like button right now. You are subscribed to the channel. And that being said, we want to come to the most important question of today. DavinciJ15, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm feeling better. I'm still a little bit under the weather, but you know what? Improving every day, so I'm glad about that. How about you, Chris? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm happy that I'm not under the weather, but I'm also even more happy that you are getting better and better as the time passes. It seems the liking, the smashed up likes from the people on our videos are really helping you. Your leg is fine and you are like nearly perfectly well right now. So thank you so much for taking your time. Maybe we can pull up the charts and see what's going on with the Bitcoin price, because you have massive things to share, especially regarding the breakout, which is probably coming before the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we should be getting up to the this purple area here, where I was thinking, hey, you know what? Bitcoin's going to come up, test that area. Probably most likely to give the people out is what I'm thinking, because think about it, right? This downward trend line is right up in here. So I wouldn't be surprised around the 17th. Right, time frame, or even on the weekend or something like that, that we come up here and touch this area here, and before we actually roll over, is my hypothesis, of course. Now, if we break this, we could go straight to the moon, right, and visit Carl.
Exactly, man. Exactly. We will finally meet him again.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be interesting. I'm still concerned, right, on the daily. We're looking at the 13 EMA. We're below the 13 EMA. We tried to break above it. That would have been a positive sign, and saying, hey, you know what, this is going to slowly move up to here at the very least. But no, we broke back down. And then we're trying to fight back our way above at least the 13 EMA. I think that will be a key indicator of this hypothesis that we're going up to this level, which is the 9,200 level approximately.
I mean, right now, what I can see is we have 3 different resistances. We have the 13 EMA, then we have the 200-day moving average, and also we have the horizontal, which was previously the support resistance now from the descending triangle, which we broke down to out to the downside. So we have actually 3 different resistances. Can you let us know if we can break those and which we can break? As you said, there might be a breakout to the upside before the weekend. So do you think we will break the 13 EMA and the 200-day moving average very soon? And will that be the trigger for the breakout?
Yeah, so anything can happen at this point in time, but the first step is basically the 13 EMA. I think once we get above the 13 EMA and close above that, another 200 period moving average daily as test is going to occur, and of course, you know, if we keep testing it, we're going to have to break it. So
it will be the 5th time. So of course, like everyone knows, it's classical technical analysis. I mean, no matter whether we are talking about resistance or support, the more we test these areas, these support or resistance areas, the more likely they get to they are to get broken.
Oh,
so
you can see that here, right? You can see that in the past already. Right, we tested it here, we tested it here, we tested it here.
Yes.
Right, and then finally see it when I see it. You can some people count this one as a test, but I don't really. So, but you can see that it's not going to test it too many times before it actually breaks it. So, and I think that once we over a 13 EMA, then the next thing is a test of 200, and then we're probably off. We probably won't even bother testing it. We'll probably just break it.
And then we will finally test the famous 9,400, which we were talking about for such a long time. Just quickly before we go into our trade adjustment, I mean, everyone knows we opened that trade and it is still in the green, even though we had the wick below. Our stop loss was not triggered. It is in a slight green, to be honest, only. But before we go into that trade and also into the fact what people can do right now if they missed out on the trade or whether they have to move some stop losses if they are in the trade, can we also talk about the other side? So let's say we roll over. Are there any critical points of interest we have to keep an eye on to know, okay, we are not breaking down or we are breaking down and find lower lows?
Well, here's the trade that I'm actually got into the trade right myself. And I recently moved the stop loss to the...
Oh, that's $500,000, DaVinci.
What?
That's $500,000, man. Nearly.
Yes, pennies. Oh, dear. So, yeah, so basically I've decided to move the stop loss here on, I know this 5-minute chart is probably not a good one, but let's just go to the 61-minute chart. And so I moved the stop loss up because before we had the stop loss right about here at 8,096, sorry. And I moved the stop loss to this wick because this wick is basically, now we're in a definite range, a clear range that we have to break between these 2 points here to say which direction of the market's going. So effectively, if we break any of this top or this bottom here, that tells us the direction, and so we're going to wait for that to clear. We're in this trade because we believe that it's going higher. I really think that it's going higher. The only thing is I'm a little concerned, right? Because remember what we just said earlier, right? If the market tests our top bottom here, tests our bottom here, and kind of got close here. If we come back at us again, I think that's a really bad sign. So what I'm going to do here is wait for Bitcoin's price to come back up to the 61.8, and I'm going to move my stop to the stop and break even, right? And it's to see in order to like walk away from this trade with no losses, basically.
That's actually a very good strategy for everyone who is a little bit risk averse. So if the price goes back to the 61.8, namely the 8,356 level, you are going to move your stop loss to your buy-in, that if you are going to be stopped out, you will be stopped out at break even or even at a small profit. So thank you so much for sharing that. Also for everyone who is interested, you know, and I mean some people are maybe bored, we have a BYBIT collaboration, but you can get $60 for free for 24 seconds of your time. All you have to do is you basically only go into the pinned comment and you click that link, and after 24 seconds you only need your email address, you get the account, and after 0.2 Bitcoin deposit you get your free $60. And the best thing about that is, if you are risk averse, don't touch your own money. You can even only trade with the bonus. And if you lose the bonus, you still have your money and you can withdraw it thereafter. Because the nice thing is, if you trade with the bonus, the profits of that you can withdraw. And these profits are basically for free. Also, there is a BYBIT tutorial if you do not know how to use BYBIT. So, DaVinci, let's go on. But today's episode is great. I also wanted to thank you for showing your trade. Usually, we don't do that on our channel, but I think a lot of people are very interested in that. So we put our money where our mouth is. Thank you so much for that, DaVinci. So your game plan right now is you wait for the price to go up to $8,360 and then you will move your stop loss. What is your take profit actually? Is it at the 200-day moving average? Is it at 9,400? Are you only going to take some chips from the table? Are you going all out? What is your game plan if the price is going to break to the upside for good?
Well, I'm going to take some chips off the table at this point, and then let the rest ride, basically, see where the market takes me. So that eventually I'm going to leave with some profit, even if it comes back to my stop loss, right? So, yeah. So with that said,
8,550. Just for everyone who's watching, 8,550 is his first level where he is going to take some chips from the table and then letting the chart tell him what to do. Probably 9,400, who knows? We will make another episode for that, of course.
So with that being said, if you wanted to get in, if you missed this trade and you wanted to get into this trade, What you could possibly do, let's see here. I don't think we have. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find some sort of trade. This is looking good. Has a nice bottom. We could like wait for what we have to do, right? As a trade, you have to let the market come to you.
Let the market come to you. Exactly. We need a T-shirt with that.
Yeah, and so we already missed this. I was rolling over bottom here. This would have been a nice one to catch into. Because it did a nice little W. We might have to. I think it's probably gonna. You'd have to really just draw your fibs whatever the height is right here, and then try to see if you get in at the 61.8 is what I would suggest you do. I don't know how high this is gonna go because it looks like it's gonna break out here because it just W'd out.
Yes.
And then you have to just basically draw your fibs and be patient and wait for an entry at the 61.8, wherever that might be. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to successfully trade, because you don't want to be buying at the market price. You could. I would not suggest that you could buy at our entry, wait for our entry point. But I think if we roll over, roll over here, this would be very bad for us. If we rolled over. So basically, I would wait for some sort of rollback, right? Yeah, wherever this thing tops out to get in on this particular trade. And of course, your stop loss would let's just say we come up to the 61.8 and then roll back down to this 61.8, which is highly probable, right? That's where it enter, and then set your stop loss at where we enter.
8,248.
Exactly.
All right. So thank you so much for that. I can already hear you coughing. Maybe we go back into the face mode. Everyone who is watching, we will share not only the old trade, also the trading strategy for everyone who didn't get in and who needs some inspiration. Of course, always make your own investment decision and don't take what we say as financial advice. But we will share all of that in our Telegram group as always. It's the Telegram group of MMCrypto. As you know, DaVinci is also part of us, and we will share all of that for you. Just join our group and you will see it. I also wanted to mention something. Everyone who is seeing that, when we trade, we only trade with our trading portfolio. We always have on our cold storages, if either it's a Brain wallet or it's a Ledger, it's a Trezor, we always have the majority of our wealth of our Bitcoin in there. We only trade with our trading portfolio. Remember, this will be worthless one day. This is fiat currency. It's only paper. It's basically, I would do that, but I don't do it because I could rather donate it. But it will be worth nothing one day. Always remember that. Keep some long-term holding portfolio and trade only with what you are willing to lose. DaVinci, thank you so much for taking your time. And I mean, yeah, I will go to Moscow. You will go to Bali. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that. I also wanted to share, I will be in Moscow with MMCrypto here at the Blockchain Live Forum. The link is given down in the description down below. If you want to meet us, it's Blockchain Live 2019. The tickets are quite cheap if you take the basic ones. And yeah, as you can see, I will be also speaking there in the name of MMCrypto. We will talk about on-chain fundamental indicators and how you can create your own crystal ball with that new, revolutionary kind of metric. So, DaVinci, you will also be in Bali at the Tone Vase event.
Exactly, the financial summit that he's hosting, it's been sold out. So he's done a really great job marketing this product. And so I'm looking forward to that and learning some new ways of trading and hopefully sharing that with everybody here.
Exactly, and they are probably also looking forward to learn something from you. So it's like a huge joint synergy, come together. Very, very great. Probably everyone can follow that a little bit on YouTube also. Thank you so much for taking your time, DaVinci. Maybe we will see each other tomorrow again. So guys, you definitely have to be subscribed to our channel. Hit the little bell icon. Otherwise, you will be missing out. Go out to DaVinci's channel. He is constantly also pushing content over there. You have to be subscribed to both channels. That being said, DaVinci, do you have any important last words to say before we wrap it up for today?
Don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, make sure you smash up the like button. A BYBIT tutorial is popping up right here. You should definitely watch it if you haven't already. Make sure you tickle that little button and you watch it. And as always, guys, we will see each other tomorrow. As always, guys, bye-bye.